Hello everybody, my name is Tony Anderson and I'm here as the counselor for the UMOJA program. Thank you guys all for being here today. Those of you guys who are here because you wanted to be, and those of you guys who are here because you're hungry. Thank you, welcome. This is our first and hopefully not last open mic opportunity, so please feel free to sign up if you would like to, I don't know, say a poem, say a beat, sing, dance, whatever. We will have you covered. I'm here representing the UMOJA program. UMOJA program is a program that's designed to help recruit, retain, and promote students of color, and that means everybody, in the college. So, if you have any questions about this program, we're going to take you on college tours. We do things like try to give you extra help. We try to line you up with all of our greatest teachers, and we're here just for counseling support whenever you want. The UMOJA program is in the Merrill Hall building, or as we call it, Building N, and my office is in 2, so feel free to come and see me at any time. The open mic is the last of 4 different events that we offered this month, representing and celebrating Black History Month, and they included movie night, paint night, games night, and now the open mic. We hope to also do paint night again, so those of you guys who want to just dabble with a little paint, it's not based on talent, it's based on desire. Come in and we have the brushes, we have the easels, we have the boards, and you can express yourself with paint. With that said, I would like to hand the mic over to Michaela, who's our MC today, I hope. And I also want to thank Marnie Glazer, our theater teacher and extraordinary person who helped us all the way. I also have Asia, who's in the middle of arguing with the board right now. Thank you very much. Once again, here's Michaela.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I just really want to thank Mr. Anderson for making the space. Know that Black and Indigenous people have a space here on campus. We have an amazing lineup. But first, if you guys didn't already, please see me over there in the corner as we're doing a raffle. A prize for everyone who came. You get either a Starbucks gift card or the grand prize, a deck of cards that show that we have Black Pride and we're here and proud and happy to attend. Without further ado, we have an introduction from Dr. Marnie, who is part of the theater class and theater teacher, and some of her students might be performing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to take a minute to just express appreciation for those of you who are here now and also those that have been really instrumental in forming this organization and also helping build this community here at the college. I do want to say that we have unfortunately it's been a really challenging 3 years. I think everyone here can attest to that. And I just am grateful to Michaela for helping to organize this event and for coming back into this space in light of how difficult these last few years have been. I know that I can speak for Mr. Anderson as well as for myself and for many at the college in saying that what we want is to create an open space here where everyone's voices can be heard. And so open mic events like this are a great way for people to be able to express themselves and be heard. It is part of my goal as theater and cinema faculty lead to encourage people to find their voice and to also create a platform where those voices can be heard. And so I hope that some of you will come up and share either poems or I know we've got someone who's going to share a comic routine, but if you just want to share a thought, if you just want to express appreciation or angst or anything in this moment, last day of Black History Month, we're also kind of thinking about the people whose shoulders we are standing on right now. And I'm grateful for all of them, and especially grateful for Tony Anderson and for his making space for this event to happen. So thank you. Anyone from my class, and so I brought my introduction to theater class, and some of you are out there, some of you are right here. I have said that it's extra credit if you come up and share something, so it doesn't have to be anything formal. It can be just an expression of how you're feeling right now. You know, it could be an appreciation, it could be kind of an acknowledgement of someone that you have gratitude for. So I'd like to welcome anyone from the class who wants to come up and share to come and do that. And I will say, I know it's hard. I know it's, like, we've been in this space for the last 3 years where we've been kind of like this, like in front of our computers. And so it's really hard to open ourselves up again, you know, to put ourselves out there, but it's really important to do that. So if you want to come up and share something, maybe just a smile or something. Okay, so maybe we will let the class come up in a little while. I think right now, let's have our first act.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marty. I look forward to assuming your class coming up. Without further ado, we have a life story about Anthony. He will share with you right now.
My name is Anthony Ramirez. I'm 27 years old. And I'm going to share a story with you guys. So, last year on February 2nd, 2022, I received a call as I was about to shower. And when I received that phone call, I was hit with some pretty harsh words, which were, "Hey bitch, come outside. If not, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna cap you and everyone in there in front of your whole family." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm right outside your house." So I was like, "What the hell? This guy's crazy, right?" I was like, "Man, let me go outside and get this guy to leave before he comes in here and does anything crazy." So I step outside and I approach the vehicle and I tell him, "Hey man, get out of here." And that's when I noticed he turned his head. He had a bandana on his face. He had a plastic bag over his arm, along with a firearm. He stepped out the vehicle. And when he stepped out the vehicle, I was hit with a bullet right above my heart. So right when I was hit with that bullet, I tried turning around. And as I tried turning around, I was hit on my, right here on my ribs. I was hit a few other times in my abdomen area, on my back, as well as the back of my neck. I ran towards the cameras because I know that's the place he lured me away from. And I knew my only chance of survival was going towards those cameras. At least that's what I thought. So I ran, I made it to the door. And when I made it to the front door, that's when I collapsed. And my girlfriend came downstairs and she just seen me bleeding with bullets all over my body. I told her, "Call 911. Get an ambulance here as soon as possible. If not, throw me in the back of the car and take me to the hospital." Because every second counts when you're in a situation like that. So as the ambulance arrived, they take me to the Tibetan hospital, where I met one of a few of the greatest surgeons ever. Great trauma center. And they told me, hey man, we gotta put you to sleep. And I said, all right, do what you gotta do. So I was staring at the ceiling, and I said to myself, all right, this is either the last thing I'm gonna see, or I'm gonna wake up. So I was in a coma for about a month and a half. I woke up with a wound bag attached to the top of my stomach. I had a colostomy bag, an ileostomy bag, and I had about 5 JP drains on the sides of my stomach. So I was pretty much connected to a wall with a chest tube and everything, and I was able to leave the hospital with my bags about 2 months later. Sorry, but as I was able to get out, I only lasted about 17 hours because of my kidneys failing. I started getting acute kidney failure. So I had to go back into the hospital, and they told me, hey, it's your intake. Whatever you're taking in is going straight to your bag. So whatever I would eat or drink, it would go straight to my bag within 20 seconds. So I wasn't able to consume any type of nutrition. So I had to be connected to a TPN bag, a bunch of fluids to keep me hydrated. So anything I would eat or drink, it would be just to please my own mind. It wasn't helping me in any type of way. So I had to live like that for 7 months until I was in a good window to receive my major surgery. Before I received that major surgery, they told me, hey, you only got a 40% chance of you being back to normal. And I said, go for it. So I went in, I got my major surgery, and now I don't have any bags. I'm an upcoming actor, comedian. I'm currently working on being a truck driver to start my own business to get my own contracts. So whatever you're going through, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Never give up. I know it can be hard being a student. There's a lot of financial battles. But all I can say to you guys is keep striving for more. And thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Anthony, for being brave, for being willing to share your life story with us. Next up, we have a guitar player, Jesse Brave.
This is one my dad told me when I was in the hospital recovering from surgery. I told him, Dad, tell me a story. He told me, okay, I'll tell you one that I never told anyone. The life I had growing up in the 80s when I first came to America. This song is called Those Days. Remember when the street lights came on and we had to be home? Remember when L Street came on, I couldn't watch it alone. Remember every prank call we made and stopped 69. Remember trying to hit 88 to go back in time. Remember when they played Purple Rain to our first slow dance. Remember when we thought that first base was just holding hands. Those days come back in the dead of night. Those days have Front row at a last show, we camped out all night. Those days come back in the dead of night. Those days have felt like another life. What would you be doing back in those days? We'd be turning up the stereo and playing everywhere we go. So did everyone we know in those days. And everybody got to fall in love with every movie made for us. God, I couldn't get enough of those days. The time we waste, 'cause life could wait. What we give to relive just a single day. The time we waste, 'cause life could wait. What we give to relive just a single day. Instead of turning the page, we'd be turning up the stereo and playing everywhere we go. So did everyone we know in those days. And everybody got to fall in love with every movie made for us. God, I couldn't get enough of those days. Those days come back in the dead of night. Those days that felt like another life. Those days come back in the dead of night. What would you be doing back in those days?
Thank you, and a special thank you to my dad for telling me that story. Helped me get through a lot while I was recovering.
Thank you so much, Jesse. All right, I think now we will start our intermission. And once we come back, the jazz band will play, and we have a new lineup of guests.
And you can usually tell what a professor or a teacher looks like, right? They're the ones who look like they know what's going on. So, like, for example, here's two. I had Ann Wright, who's one of the science teachers. The most incredible experience you have is when you know who the teachers really are. And you, like, see them do things like eat and stuff. Because before that, when you were little, I don't know if you even knew teachers ate. You just figured that they were spies for your parents or something. You know what I mean? So, please, if you do see a teacher here, please support those teachers that support you. There is not not enough opportunities for students to say what's going on in their lives, to say what they wish they had here to support them. So I would highly recommend that if you guys are given the opportunity, tell somebody what's going on. The most powerful person on this campus are the students, and they're the least informed. So they don't even know how much power they have. But sometimes when you go to places, especially on campus, people act like, you know, they're here to do you a favor. And it's like, hell no, you're here because you need a job. I'm doing you a favor by being here. So please remember that. If you don't, we have this thing called the board. And the board, they make sure that everything that goes to the board is filtered 50 times. Because they don't want the people on the board to feel like there's anything negative going on. But if you're not being felt, if you're not being heard, you should go to that board and tell them. The board meets like every other Tuesday at 5 o'clock in that building right there. If you don't like the quality of entertainment that goes on in student government, you are student government. Tell the board, tell student government, y'all want twice the budget you have because you want real shows. Does that make sense? I'm amazed at what was going on. I don't know if you know this, but 20 years ago, they had this thing called the phone party. Because the students said, hey, we want to have a party. And we hear everybody in San Francisco was having this party with their suds all around it. Yeah, now they don't let me in the gym anymore. You only have to do that once and they kick your ass out quicker than you can say quit. We used to have a girls' helmet football team here. It was a club because they didn't have a team, but they played against San Francisco State, they played against Hayward, they played other teams that had it. Then we had a rugby team, and a lot of you guys don't know what rugby is like. Rugby is like getting punched in the mouth while you're laughing at someone, and after microphone, please feel free to come up. And some people go, oh my God, that's the scariest thing in life. It ain't that damn scary. Y'all don't know me. I've been rejected by way prettier people. Uglier people too. So don't even sweat it. Come on up, say what you gotta say, play what you gotta play. We'll all say hooray, that's the end of your day. Come on, have me cool.
And just to introduce the next events that are going to be happening, Keyshawn Robinson has a song he wants everyone to listen to, get everyone hyped up and back into what's going on here today at our open mic. Without further ado, Keyshawn Robinson would like to introduce your song that you play for us. Thanks.
It's funny because the song I was trying to play was not my song. I just wanted to connect to the high score. But it's fine, it's okay. I can go. Thank you, Michaela. She's been very, very great. We've been knowing each other for a while, so I want to thank her. She's put this thing together. She also has a lot of things in mind. She's a really great maker, so if you have any events that you want to be a part of, she is the person to talk to. My name is Keyshawn. My rap name, my artist name is Knowledge. I do poetry, I do rap. I kind of just do it all. I'm a jack of all trades. That's the way you gotta be in this world, in California. I don't know anybody who doesn't have 2 jobs or is not going to school. It's impossible nowadays. So, dang, I feel you guys. You have me dying up here. I love your story, man. Hey, being on stage, I understand. It gets tough, because for one moment you can be getting ready to say something and you know exactly what you're gonna say before you go up there, but then the next moment it's like, damn, where did that thought go? And you start just thinking like, damn, I knew I shouldn't embarrass myself. But I've been doing this for like 3 years, and I still get the jitters sometimes, but I'm just happy to be a part of it. So I got a song that I do want to say. I've been practicing it for a while now, and just hope you guys like it, man. You ready? You used to call me on my cell phone. You're like, that's not your song. No, really, okay, I got you guys. When we was asking, they didn't give us a handout or nothing, but it's cool. People make their own sides and assumptions. Watch your music, they don't like it when you speaking something. Keep them dumb. Corrupting all the youth. I risk my light trying to spread y'all the truth. Devontae, stay strong, I'm learning lessons all from you. Crip of blood, pick a side, fuck a side. Look at the crime, they teach us all lies and point the fingers like they victims. Right, your brothers that's been victims to the system. We a product of our own environment. Looking for a job, but ain't nobody hiring. They ain't looking for a Quinn, Quan, John, or Quinetta. You show me be better. Even if the best ways wasn't better, try to tell you couldn't get on your feet. Is you loyal to yourself or the streets? They told you slaves, bro. Well, I said we better hold the truth and let's do better. On the road to riches, don't you waste my time. On the road to riches, now you hit my line. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Don't you waste my time. Thank you. Listen, that song right there, I've had that song for about 4 years. I've never dropped it, but every time I get low, every time I get like, damn man, these dreams ain't coming fast enough, I always have to replay that song like, bro, no, we're on the road to riches. And it's not about being up at the moment, because you don't see the top of the mountain when you're kind of climbing through everything and it's like, damn, I'm never gonna get through it. But you gotta remember, like, it's a beautiful struggle, man. what we're going through right now, these times are not gonna last forever. The only thing that stays consistent is change. So no matter what, you're gonna adapt and you're gonna keep growing. None of us has been through this before. So, you know, it's new for all of us. You know, we all grow, we all gotta make mistakes, we all gotta bump our heads, we all gotta stay in toxic relationships. But I'm telling you, at the end of the journey, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be great. Listen, can I do one poem really quick? So I just dropped a book. I'm an author now. That sounds really cool to say. Can I be honest with you? The real reason why I wanted to drop a book and, you know, be an author, I was like, I can't really relate to white people. I was like, bro, like I work at like white restaurants and like things like that. I was like, how do I relate to white people? And I started going to rooms and like these like, you know, room service, and they're like, they have books and stuff stacked up. I was like, bro, like how long are you here for? They're like 3 days. I was like, bro, you about to read 5 books? Oh my God. I was like, okay, look, you know, let me write a book, right? So, yeah, I wrote a book. The book is called A Love to Die For. Just like that. Just like that. A Love to Die For. And it took me about 5 months to write it. I don't know if that's a long time. I don't know if it's a short time. But yeah, it took me 5 months to write it, 6 months to really put it out there. But this poem right here, it's inside the book, and I don't have the books on me at the moment, but if you come to me, like literally after I get done or so, I do have them in the car. So yeah, I'm selling for $15. So this poem is called Expectations. I gotta get to know you to say I know you. Conversations start to fall off topic when we talk dreams and what it takes to make it. If you could provide me with solutions, then I know you ain't basic. See, night times I sleep longer just to escape from hell. I've been from heaven to hell rolling on my neck. Maybe I'm gassing it up, but these words you seem to prevail. Trying to be that role model that you learn to listen to. When you date a man with vision, that's how you know when you think you win it. You don't get it. I'm asking what's wrong and you say nothing, but I see you hurting. Dating me, you'd be a better update than iPhone. Trust is insecure emotions. I'm saying you don't need a phone. You wonder where I'm at. I'm just searching for the higher level of you. You can't love me no more than I can love you, but you can love you more than I can love you. Because finding trust in a man who don't want you will leave you so insecure you half naked and think it's good when them other niggas want you. We all see it, but you settle for niggas who won't confront you because the bigger picture isn't your main focus. So you crop the image and become a player to the game like sunny days on the strips, but leave early before the game finished because you're exhausted. Back-to-back hours of work leave you no room to talk in. You at war with yourself, and underneath that makeup, you crying out for help. Wanna be that helper, but I just can't steer a path when I'm just not done growing. Sex filled the air, but commitment is still on frozen. She like, somebody give me a match. We playing dominoes, having deep conversations, speaking facts. You daydream while I'm speaking, and I look up and say, what's up? She say, you nothing like the boys that I'm used to. Knowledge. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, man, There's a poem inside the book. The book is really good. It's a Love the Doctor. It's about a man who just battles with insecurities and battles with a love and a sexual desire that's just you know you shouldn't be doing that. you know you shouldn't be doing that, but desire. Nobody really taught us about desire. We just kind of, you know, when we kind of grow obsessed over something, it's like, oh, we're tripping, and, you know, we just got to get over it. But a desire, something that you just can't live without, something that just irks you, something that gets you jealous, that part right there. We don't know how to deal with that part right there. And this book just kind of collaborates all the aspects of love and about love being blind. And listen, take a breath in, release emotion that flow from within. The devil will never win, but God come within and they just the same man. We killing of a land that ain't made for one man. Yo, word spells, take trends from the ghetto, make it as if it's they plan, bro. They want to strap in, what sells? Do I want to let in? The shit go deeper than skin. In your head, everybody count to 10. Take a second, what voice did I really let in? Look, way more than a feeling. See the anger by the deadly, put me in a certain mood. Energy don't have a cycle, it's not playing by your rules. They were scars that swallowed up and left me with a dirty bruise. Set me free so I can sing high to the morning blues. Hey, hey, way more than a feeling. Thank you, I appreciate you guys for letting me come out here.
So much, Keyshawn. Another round of applause for Keyshawn. See, he has reminded us all why we are here today, why we do what we do, to the point that another sign-up has ready to introduce herself. Her name is Kiki. Without further ado, Kiki.
Oh, wow. Hello, everyone. So, I do a music and art magazine with my brother. His name is Mando the Bando, and he also makes music. Anyways, we do a music and art magazine, and I'm dropping chapter 6 of Low Pass Magazine on April 1st at Other Brother Beer, and we're gonna do like a little show. It's gonna be like an indie thing. Low Pass Magazine, 831 Music and Art. We interview musicians and artists, so if anyone's an artist or a musician, let me know. Maybe we can like set something up or something.
Thank you, Kiki. Thank you. And now we have a teacher who must get in on the action. So please, without further ado, welcome Mr. Dean Theodosia.
Those are some pretty big acts to follow. So, in case you don't know, I teach music here, and I am a musician. But because I was not given any time to prepare, I'm not going to sing, which is probably called for you. But I'm going to talk a little bit about Black History Month, and I'm going to talk about the class I teach, and that's jazz, as well as American popular music. And first I want to talk about, and again, I'm totally hardly pulling things out of my ass to do this. So this morning I was talking to my jazz appreciation class, and I told them, I said, you never know in some time, I don't know if any of them are here, but you never know if you're going to have to sometime improvise. And sure enough, guess what I'm doing? So let me tell you a little bit about my life story. It's a little unusual compared to here. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I grew up in an area that was mixed race, and mostly white, but about 30% black. And I say this, I went to a very large high school. So you could not be racist because one way or the other, people would go after you. There were a few people that tried, and people went after them. So we had to learn to get along. And I grew up at a time where hip hop was starting, as well as R&B was at its prime. And I also grew up at a time when people were like me, were listening to people like Van Halen and Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that, because it was kick-ass rock and roll then. But let me tell you, coming out west, first I went to Tucson, Arizona to here. One thing about my hometown is that our Hispanic population, there was no Mexican people at all. And the only thing I knew about the Mexican tradition was, please forgive me, Taco Bell and things like that. So, you know, you watch Bugs Bunny and Speedy Gonzales. I know those were all terrible stereotypes, but for ignorant people like me, that's what it was. So, I mean, we had a very large Hispanic population. They were Puerto Rican. So, if I wanted to, when I went to a few of them, I went to a lot of salsa concerts and gigs and things like that. So, salsa's lots of good stuff. So, let me tell you, coming out here, my first job at Hartnell College was not teaching in a classroom, but teaching at the prisons in Soledad. And I had students that were Mexican gangs, and I had students that were in black gangs, and I had students that were in white gangs. And one of the things that really made me laugh was that depending on what day I went to, on certain days, I was part of the deep state. I'm part of the problem. I'm the government who's sending all the wrong messages. On the other days, I was a racist because I'm white and educated. But what they didn't know was I grew up in a very poor neighborhood, and the only reason I went to college was that I got a scholarship. But I'm not going to say I'm as poor as some of the people here, and nothing personal, thank God. I never had experienced gunfire. However, with about maybe 5 miles from where I grew up with, one of the worst parts of Cleveland, if I was to walk there, I probably would experience gunfire. So I sort of understand. I don't understand, but I sort of understand. So I don't want to sound condescending on this. But coming into the prison, one of the things that we had to constantly emphasize, and it's something I do in all my classes, that American music, popular music, I don't care if it's jazz, or hip-hop, or rock and roll, or country, or folk, whatever. It's a combination. It's a combination of European, what they call tonality. So the idea is that you put a bunch of tones together in a row, you establish tension, and you release that tension. And that's a beautiful thing. People like Mozart and Beethoven are beautiful people the way they could write. At the same time, you go about 1,000 miles south to sub-Saharan Africa. You have African style. What you're doing there is not so much creating tension and releasing it, but piling up different ideas on top of each other. And the whole idea is the improvisation. And again, that's where hip-hop's developing from, that's where funk comes from, that's where a lot of jazz comes from. And I say this is that in a day like today, it's the last day of Black History Month, we have to look at both. And I mentioned Beethoven and Mozart because you go 1,000 miles south, there was a griot or a jolly who was leading people to dance and song in a tribe who we don't know about because the culture didn't necessarily celebrate the idea of writing things down and celebrate and patting themselves on the back. And every day you had to come up with a new idea. And I'm telling you now, improvisation, especially for someone like me who was taught classical music, is difficult because you got to think, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? And for many people, that's just a natural thing. So I want you to think about that, all of your roots, I don't care where they're from. Your culture feeds into our American melting pot. And it's always something we need to remember on a day like today, because we need to celebrate everybody's culture, everybody's ideas, everybody's musical gifts, and artistic gifts, I should say. So, in any case, enjoy the last day. Thank you very much to Dr. Glazer and to Michaela. You all have a great day. Thank you very much.
And now we have Nathan. Thank you.
How y'all doing today? Hey, what's up, man? Everybody good? Yeah? Yeah. I just came over here. It's raining outside. As you can see. I thought hurricane season was over. Sheesh. How you guys doing today? How long have you guys been at Hartnell? I've been here 8 years, still didn't get an AA. 8 years. I'm hoping to be an alumni this year though. Anybody trying to be a doctor? No? No doctors here? Damn. I got a list for doctors. If I see a doctor, I hope, I'm a little biased. I want them to be on the spectrum. They won't lie to me, you know what I mean? They'll be straightforward. You guys play any sports? Track? Anybody plays? Anybody does anything else? Dancer?
Yes.
Yee, that's dope. What's your favorite kind of dance?
Salsa, bachata, yoga, like I do, belly dancing, any type of dancing you need it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I like salsa. Chili dirty.
Yeah, we're talking about food, we're talking about dancing in general. It's funny. Like somehow people get confused when they say salsa. They mean actually chips and dips.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just dancing.
Football. Oh, okay. I like football. Yeah. It's alright. Yeah, Hartnell. Sheesh. Hey, so I'm on Tinder, and it's hard to be on Tinder sometimes. With my job, I'm an overnighter, right? On my profile, it says overnight stalker. And then on my picture is just my face. I don't get any likes, you know what I mean? I don't know why. Hey, I have to swipe 67 times, man. No likes. It's alright though, I'll keep trying. Yeah, I'll keep watching it. So it's Black History Month? Yeah? Yeah. Fight the power. Hey, so I have a black uncle. I'm related to him. It's weird though because when I came to the United States, I see my black uncle, and that's all I knew about black culture, right? And he had the thickest Filipino accent. So I thought every black person had a Filipino accent. It's weird. Yeah, they call the black people in the Philippines aboriginals. Aboriginals. If you guys don't know, there's black people everywhere. Right? There's black people everywhere. So when I see my uncle and then I see another black person in the United States, I was like, I don't think he's black. But hey, the accent didn't help, you know what I mean? But that's my time.
Thank you, Nathan. We will now go to my little synopsis of everything I have going on. Again, we are here to support the UMOJA program to close out Black History Month. And in addition, we will be having another event here, June 17th, Saturday, which is called Juneteenth. We have a table right over there if you want to sign up and see what's going on. And Miss Asia will explain it to you over there at the Juneteenth Association table. They'll have food and performers, kind of like this, more food. We'll be out there on the fall. There'll be lots of black businesses, lots of people who just want to be a part of the community and say, hey, we're here. And in lieu of that, there will be a fashion show. We're doing sign-up for young models who want to be a part of the fashion show and get ready for Juneteenth. You're performing artists, who want to get your career started, and have more lives on social media, do more events. Just come see Miss Lynn. And without further ado, she will be coming up. She will explain a little bit more about it and do a poem. Thank you.
My name is Gwen. A little bit about me. I'm a former student of Hartnell. I got my AA in theater arts. I went on to CSUMB and got my BA in cinematic arts. I am an actress, director, and screenwriter. And I'm currently getting my master's in screenwriting. So for any talented people who are looking to get into the entertainment field in acting, directing, or screenwriting, I'm your gal. And I'm also here to let you know that it's never too late to pursue your dream, whatever it is. You don't have to do the traditional job. If you have a dream of doing something that's out of the box, as long as you believe in yourself, you can do it. Also, as Michaela said, I am part of the Juneteenth committee, and I will be running our second annual fashion show this year. So if you had a chance to come out last year, you got a little bit of a taste of what we will be doing. But right now, I have a flyer on the table that you can scan the QR code. I'm looking for all ages, males and females, to model and just kick our fashion show into gear and show Salinas what it's all about. So don't hesitate to sign up. Now, without further ado, and in honor of Black History Month, I'm going to do a poem called What If I Am a Black Woman? Author is unknown. What if I am a black woman? Is it a disease? Well, if it is, I sure hope it's catchy, because I need to pour it into a bottle, label it, and sprinkle it all over the people. Men and women and whoever loved or cried, worked or died for any one of us. So what if I am a black woman? Is it a crime? Arrest me. Because I am strong, but I'm gentle. I'm smart, but I'm learning. I'm loving, but I'm faithful. And I like to work because I like to eat and feed and clothe and house me, mine, and yours, and everybody's, like I've been doing for the past 300 years. What if I am a black woman? Is it insane? Commit me. Because I want happiness, not tears. Truth, not lies. Pleasure, not pain. Sunshine, not rain. A man, not a child. What if I am a black woman? Is it a sin? Pray for me, and I'll pray for you too. If you don't like women of color, because we are midnight black, chestnut brown, honey bronze, chocolate covered, cocoa dip, big lip, big breasted, and beautiful all at the same time. So what if I am a black woman? Does it bother you that much? Because I want a man who wants me, loves me, and trusts me, and respects me, and gives me everything because I give him everything back, plus. What if I am a black woman? I've got rights, same as you. I have worked for them, died for them, prayed for them, and laid for them, and on every plantation from Alabama to Boston and back. What if I am a black woman? I love me, and I want you to love me too. But I am as I always have been, near you, close to you, beside you, strong, giving, loving. For over 300 years, your black woman, love me.
This isn't something that I talk to a lot of people about, but my major as an undergraduate was American Studies. And it was basically, we were studying Black American history and women's history at a time before there were really such disciplines, because this was like late 80s, early 90s. And I had an incredible professor, Dr. James Miller, who used to encourage us to, quote, tease out the inner assumptions. And what that really meant was to not just take what we heard at face value, but to dig deeper, to understand that there's a buried history there. And so much of my career I've been working to help kind of shed light on that buried history. I just wanted to share an appreciation for Dr. James Miller and for everything he taught me. In honor of Black History Month, after the passing of George Floyd, I started writing a lot about Professor Miller, and I discovered that he had passed away shortly before that. And so it kind of brings more poignancy to my appreciation of him and everything that he shared with me. So I want to share this one thing that I wrote just after finding out about Professor Miller's death. And kind of reflecting on my work, both as a student, as an undergrad, but then also as an instructor going forward. Deep systemic change is needed to end racism and white supremacy, and we can only achieve this together through knowledge, understanding, support, and the conscious dismantling of power structures designed to divide and conquer. Let us not best one another, but make one another better. This work is fraught, is steeped in conflict. But conflict itself is vital and necessary, is in fact the conduit for change, if handled correctly. Let us stop talking and start listening, hearing, acknowledging. Let us stop hating and start changing. To hate is to play directly into the hands of those most vested in maintaining the status quo. Let us, this time, overcome. And I've got that song going through my head, and I know the music people out there probably know it, but I kind of have this vision of all of us singing that together as the jazz band gets set up. And maybe Michaela, you can sing it with me. I don't know if you know the song, but it's the, I am not a singer. Someone help me out. So it's, we shall overcome, we shall overcome. That's the start, that's the melody. Who knows it? I know someone out there knows it. This was actually a big song in, well, it comes from like an old spiritual, but it was really big in the civil rights movement. And so that song, I think, would be really important to sing today in honor of the people here, as well as, again, I talked about the people whose shoulders we stand on. Professor James Miller, Andrea Zarate, who is a professor of early childhood education here, who couldn't be here today, but who I also want to honor, Tony Anderson, and others. So let's just take a moment to sing that. We in the audience can sing that together while the jazz band is setting up. There's 4 words. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome one day. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome one day. We are not afraid today. The truth will make us free. We shall overcome.
Okay, this is wrong, you guys. I cannot sing. I tried to start a rap group. I found out that ukuleles do not make a good backbeat. So then I tried the accordion. The lyrics to the song is incredible and it's meaningful because what it's really trying to say is that if we do overcome, we will overcome together. But people get confused with a lot of things. Several times when I looked at incredible black leaders in my lifetime, it was not when they talked about ending racism that they died, it's when they said we're going to stop economic racist capitalism. The word economics is what kills you in this country. You can talk about anything and everything, but when you talk about being equitable, that's when you gotta go. That's why I only talk about aluminum cans and bottles. Because I want to live, and I had a different dream, and my dream was that I avoided those bullets. And so I'm saying to you, if you want to say something that talks about equality and all of that, it starts in your heart. And if it hasn't gotten to your wallet, then it ain't really in your heart. In your heart is when you see someone who has nothing and you give them a little bit of what you have, even when you only have a little. If you want to put America in a game, it's called Monopoly. So if you're good at Monopoly, you're a good person at keeping other people down. It teaches you everything you need to know about our economical system because it teaches you the haves have and the have-nots die off or end up in jail. So, I think we have a band setting up. I want to say thank you to everybody who performed. It is one of the bravest things you can do because standing up here is terrifying for people who have feelings and who care. And everybody who came up here was trying to give a little bit of themselves to help your day. I hope you appreciate it. So as these people set up around me, you notice I'm avoiding doing any labor myself. I do want to thank Marnie Glazier over and over and over again because Marnie Glazier is an incredible teacher, an incredible person, and an outstanding heart. And so I love her always, and thank you very much for your help, Marnie. Now, it didn't take much to get Steve Edinger up here. Just a couple threats. No alcohol was involved, except for rubbing alcohol. And as I said before, I think that accordion rap is the next phase. So, thank you. My rap name is Ice Age. I will be performing in a drugstore near you.
Every Tuesday and Thursday over in the old planetarium N7. Very glad to have the use of that space because the building that we normally meet in is being renovated. That's building K. And I've been hearing good things about the renovation and about how things are going. We're very happy to be playing for you to help you celebrate Black History Month. Very, very important. We've got a lot of African American composers to share with you. The very first composer we're going to share with you is John Coltrane, very, very famous jazz artist, tenor saxophone player. Really became famous as part of Miles Davis's group, but then later on developed his own group and really developed a sound that was really quite unique. So if you play any of these instruments, please come and join us. We have players of all different levels. Raise your hand if you've been playing for less than a year, playing your instrument for less than a year, okay? How about less than 2 years? Less than 3 years? Less than 4 years? Less than 5 years? How about if you've played your instrument for more than 10 years, raise your hand. So that's the wonderful thing about jazz is that you can have a very basic structure and have students who are at all different levels come and play and have something interesting for everyone. That's what improvisation does for a group. So I think we're pretty close to being set up, almost. I'll tell you a little bit more about what's happening in the music department. We have our performance night going on at the end of March. You'll be able to hear solos and duets and trios and all kinds of different ensembles from our students. It's very exciting. And then in May, we will actually be back on the main stage of Building K to present our end of the year concerts. This group has its end of the year concert May 16th, and the orchestra has its end of the year concert on May 18th. But we'll also have an instrumental music recital for Music 11 class. The choirs will perform, the vocal class will have a recital, our piano class will also perform, and we'll have a concert of Hawaiian music as well. So it's all very, very interesting. I hope to see you there. Very, very glad that you come out to see us. Okay, so I think we're ready to start now. This is Blue Train by John Coltrane. I got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Thank you. So we had a lot of improvisation on that one. So starting it off, we had Tony Venza on trumpet. Tony, wave your hand. Then we had Kathleen Olivas on trombone. Obed Buenrostro Jr. on tenor sax. And Don Irving on tenor sax and Obed on alto sax. Both tenors, sorry. All right, we're gonna play for you now a piece of Latin jazz. This is called Sway. And if you feel like swaying as you hear this, that's perfectly okay. Very good. I think I saw some of you standing up to do the cha-cha, which is always a good thing. So we're in African American History Month, and we would be remiss if we did not talk about the contributions of African Americans in terms of the blues. And that is just a huge, huge contribution to American music, all the way from the first blues musicians all the way up to now. Just an amazing heritage. So we're going to play for you a modern blues song. It's called Blue and Moody. We hope you enjoy it. Listen for the improvisation in this one as well. prize during that last piece to stand up so you can be recognized. Cool, give them a big round of applause. So we like to spread the love in our jazz band class. We like to make sure that everybody has a chance to solo, or just about everybody. This last piece we have for you is called Green Onions. Maybe you're having some of those for lunch. Maybe the cafeteria's serving them, I don't know. But we hope you enjoy this. Listen for the soloists in there. And here we have a solo by Fred Hammond. And let's give him a round of applause if you can. And then we have and then the saxophone section will be doing some soloing as well. So we hope you enjoy our last piece, Green Onions. So I want to thank you all for listening to us. And I want to thank Tony Anderson for inviting us to be part of this wonderful event. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you again very soon.
Once again, please, this concludes our first open mic. I hope to do it again soon. Thanks everyone in this classroom for your work. This is called how can you call instruments a choir? This has got to be a band. I mean, it's an orchestra. It's a band. So thanks to the band. And I want to once again thank Michaela for her excellent work.
Thank you guys so much. We have 2 more poems. So we're still not over. And all right, without further ado, Jose. has a poem to share.
First one is titled The Lingering Darkness. This strange emotion is one that tends to creep up on you. It hides in the shadows, in the dark corners of everyday life. You try to ignore it as best as you can, but it knows you can never run or hide. You will always be trapped in the forever darkness, to fall in its deep despair, since it knows you will never forget and always remember the fears inside. Also one more. I call this one The Escape. The wind rushes past me. As I move faster and faster, I hold steady gripping on both sides of you. You take me to many places. Past the local park, past the supermarket. I smile graciously as this morning feels like any other, yet it astonishes me how the thrill of this morning journey is always there. The morning sunlight shines bright as I move. Throughout my neighborhood, I spot small birds, fresh flowers blossoming in my path. Filled with awe, I move forward and away. The next surprises are on my morning journey. And that's everything I have to share.
Thank you so much, Jose, for conquering your fears and sharing your very talented and beautiful work. Without further ado, we have Rose Lopez to end off the show. Thank you.
I'm gonna be doing 2 poetries. I'm kind of nervous. I know it's my birthday tomorrow, so wish me happy birthday, everybody. I'm going to Hawaii. My first poem is about spiritual awakening. So most people do not understand what it is to be gifted with special things, and my understanding is that everyone's unique and genuine. So when they feel like they're embarrassed, they're not embarrassing, because everybody's genuine. There's no hate for people that are spiritual, because basically they're channeling the energy to God. I'm spiritual, so yeah, I just channel all my energy, meditate. There's always kindness. There's always energy, so I look up to God because He saved my life. He did. There's many ways that I could have asked God for anything, and to me, for me to be here, giving people advice, because if there's being picked on, bullying going on, that's not love, it's hate. There's people that are so jealous. And I get thinking to myself, like, why is this happening? Why is everybody not giving everybody respect? And that's not nice. Everybody's genuine, they're family. Well, we have family, there's no hate. We're all together, come on. Everybody should know that when there's different cultures, they tease one another. I don't get it. Like, I don't get anybody that just wants to put down people on social media. It's not fair, because I was one of those victims of bullying. Like, I got picked on in school. It's not the same. Like, I don't know why they do it, just to find clout or find attention, but that's not right. And all these years I've been harassed. Social media, it's not really like me, like they pick on me, look down on me. It's not that. I mean, you know why? Because they're trying to find a way to put people down, find ways to make them feel embarrassed. I felt so much pain. It's not even funny. And I was like, why is this happening to me? Of all people, why is this happening to me? So I'm like, after all the cyberbullying going on, I told myself, you know what? Just pick yourself up, because you're genuine. You can do it. You have a dream to call, because I'm a songwriter, for God's sakes. I thank everybody for making my accomplishments better, because Michaela here, she helped me to channel my energy to music, because I'm drawn to piano. And I just want to thank her. I thank everybody that was on my side for all these years. And
And I thank God because I'm finding my path. I'm finding my path to everything. Because it's not about who you are or what motivates you. It's about following your dreams. Following your dreams. That's what Black History Month, Black History Month, people find who they really are. It's not about their color, it's not about their race, it's coming together as one. You name it. There are some people that don't realize it, like, okay, I don't know what to judge or anything, but it's the moral to understanding it, like the culture. It's good. That's my first poem. Second one is kindness, okay. After this, I'm wrapping it up. I'm embarrassed, yeah, but thank you. At least you got what I was talking about, somewhat. So, kindness is just respect, showing respect. Now, you have to come to understanding that kind can be anything. You could show a person kindness just by off bat. Like if people can't see and they're blind, you can show them kindness. You could help them go along the road. That's what I did. I did that, by the way. I was one of the kind people. I'm kind. I show people respect. And when I say that, I mean it, because I'm nice. I'm never rude. So if you're looking at me, I was like, oh, this girl's a liar or whatever. I'm not. I'm not. I'm kind. I'm kind at heart. But people and more individuals don't understand me. As much as anyone else, I show them kindness. I help them if they need help. I show them, I ask their hand, helping hand. But come to my understanding, kindness is always there when you need it. I mean, when those people around, like say for example, everybody here, they're showing kindness, gratitude. And you gotta be thankful for some person that gave you stuff or helped you in long runs, you know? That's a blessing. Thank you. And thanks for everybody for coming forward to show appreciation to Black History Month. Thank you.